Hello and welcome back to our image sorter series. This is our Beginner Golang application where we're learning Golang from scratch with a practical project. And this project is image sorter. If you haven't seen any of the other videos, I would recommend going right back to the start. Watch the first video. I'll link it in the description because we're kind of right into it right now. So as a recap, let's see where we're at already. So we have completed this. We're indexing a given function. We're indexing a given directory so that we know what's in there. We scan the directory, we hash all the files in the directory, and we store that in the DB. We're printing out a list of duplicates, so we run through the index. We run through that table. I'll bring that up in a sec. I'll show you the database layout in a sec. But we iterate through all the duplicates in there, and then we print out the records where there are multiple locations. So the next step is we kind of need to ask the user to decide what version we should keep. So let's just go back to the code and take a look at where we're at now. So we implemented this handle duplicates. We implemented this handle duplicates function here. Let's clean this up a bit. Let's get rid of that line there, because we don't need that. Probably don't need that comment there either. So what we're doing is we're using these two queries here to get the locations, get the files that have multiple locations. So we hash the file each time, and then we've printed out. We're going to select where there are multiple there. Actually, sorry, this DB model makes it much clearer. So we go through and we hash each file, and then every time we see this file in a new location, we save that. Let's just run the application just so we can get back caught up to where we were. Sorry, it's been a couple of days since I worked on this. I'm aiming to work on this every day and put out a video every day, but the reality is life will get in the way, and just kind of have to go with it. Right, so here, this is kind of where we're at, where we run the application, and here every time we have a duplicate, we get the hash and then each file location here. So we're very close actually to getting what we want. All we have to do now is list out these files here and ask the user which one do they want to keep. So we should iterate through all of those and then say, hey, do you want to keep this one, or this one? So let's look at how we can do that. So handle duplicates. Okay, so where we left off last time is we tried to implement a slice here where we keep the file paths in. But we didn't quite get there. So let's give that a go again. So we're kind of relying a little bit too much on these print lines, which is fine, but it's not going to give us the power of being able to select which file we want to delete and giving the user that option. So when we get to this part here, so this is where we're iterating through the paths. Now, here we have the file path string, and we pass that in, and we're printing it out. But what we really want to do is append that file path to this slice here. So these file paths. So file paths equals now do file paths equals file path dot append? I think that's it. Okay. It is common to append new elements to a slice, and so Go provides a built-in append function. The documentation of the built-in package describes append. Oh, okay, we do that. So S equals, okay. We use the append function, which is built in to Go, and then we just pass in the slice as the first argument, and then we add in what we want to append. So, okay. Yes. File paths. Okay, nice. So we should have all of those appended to the file paths now. So, outside of this loop, well, actually, when do we want to do it? I think, yeah, we actually want to move these. So, yeah, these variables actually should not be in here. Okay, so in Vim, we can just use dd. So that's dd, obviously in normal mode. And that deletes the entire line, but it actually copies it to an unnamed register. So now that we've got it copied, we can actually just move it. So this hash this hash variable, let's move it down here. And then this file paths, we kind of need this one to be down here as well. Yeah, so every time we do a new query, we really need to have that variable set as well. Okay, so just want to check, did I put hash in the right place? Just for consistency, let's move this. Let's move it here. Oh, okay, that's a problem. So yeah, okay, right. So when you paste it, it pastes it to the line under. So you just need to make sure that's in the right place. All right, let's build and run it and make sure that it still does what we need it to do. Let's also remove the DB so that we're starting from a clean slate and we know that it's actually working properly. Which it is not. Oh, actually, no, sorry. Maybe it is because we removed the line to print out these files. So let's go back. I'll remove the DB again. Um, that was me making notes of what I've learned from Vim. What is this program called again? Image sorter. Oh no. uh, image sorter. Go. All right. So in our handle duplicates function, So we're now storing all the file paths in this slice. It is also very early in the morning, so I need coffee. I'm doing these videos before work. Um, it just seems to be the best time in the day to do them. So my brain is not used to being up this early, and I apologize for that. Okay, um, so we're storing all the file paths in this slice. Can we just print that out? Format, print line, file paths. Now we are printing this in the loop, so we're gonna get different. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, we're gonna get different stages of the slice, and here we can see. Okay, this is the first time it's added a file to it. Then the second one here, and then the third one. So um, cool. Okay. All right. Having those in a slice is good because then we can loop through it, and um, we can we can make it. Um, we can get input from the user to know which one do we keep and which one do we delete. And because it's in a slice, they're going to be indexed. So you have, 0, 1, 2 for those files, for those 3 files there. So you can say, okay, we're not going to start from 0 for the user. We'll have, for the user, 0 is skip, so don't delete anything. And then the user can select one that they want to keep, one version that they want to keep of it. So let's just remove that line because we don't want to output all of that every time. But once we've got all the file paths here, this is really where we need input from the user. So get input from user and ask them, okay, should we spin this off into another function as well? The structure of our program here is getting quite messy. We're gonna have the main function that calls handle duplicates that then calls another function. It's getting very messy. We have this hash files recursively as well. So we could return these and start collecting them in an array or a slice so that when this handle duplicates function finishes, it returns a slice of slices, and then we can iterate through those to handle which ones we keep and what ones we delete. Let's just do it in here for now though, and we'll refactor this later. I think, yeah, let's get it all working and then we'll refactor it later. There's lots of other stuff we need to refactor as well. So this program is very, very far from production ready. It's more kind of at the exploratory prototype stage. Probably not a prototype because we're not going to throw this code away. We're going to refactor it. But we are kind of exploring and seeing how do we do this. I think in reality, we probably should have planned it out a bit more and put together a structure and a plan for the functions. But this is more of an experiment. We're just learning as we go and playing around with things. So in a way, it is more of a prototype. And maybe we should throw away the code. Maybe once we've got it all working and we know how to do it, we throw away the code and then we implement it all properly. That could be a good way to do it. Um, and then that way, um, we can make use of everything we've learnt, and let's do it that way. So once we have it all working, we'll structure it. We'll think about the structure, put together the plan, then we'll start from scratch. We'll throw this all away. We won't throw it away. We'll keep it as a reference, but um, we'll make sure that um, we're not leaving any of this leftover stuff. We think about it again and then do it properly. So um, right. So back to what we're actually doing. So get input from the user. So I think we need to iterate over these file paths. So iterate over the file paths, get input from user as to which one to keep, and then delete the others. Okay, so um, first of all, um, so when we iterate over the file paths, we need to print out an index that the user can reference. So this way we'll have like one C, I don't know, photo, my photo.jpg, to blah 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 blah. So then the user can select, okay, I want to keep number one, and then it will delete the rest. Um, so um, let's use that as an example. So this is where we need to have a for loop. Um, and as part of the for loop, we want to have um, that index that we're going to increment and then output those there. So it's going to be similar to this range, for loop that we've used before. So for this entry, range entries, we're not using the index here in this case, but we can for the other one. So range entries. So yeah, so this is kind of the exact format that we're going to use. So where were we? Okay, so for I uh, and then let's call it file option, and this was file paths range. Am I doing that correctly? Oh, sorry, range first. So for the index and then the variable name, the value name, assign that from range of entries, and then we give it the curly braces. Okay. All right. Let's see what we have. So formats, print line, and then let's give it I. Almost went the PHP variables. I have not used PHP in many years. That was interesting. Okay, and then file option. Cool. Let's see how that goes. So we should just to see what we're expecting. We should have the index of the slice and then the file option. So I'm guessing we'll have like 0, the photo location, 1, and up to 2. Go build. Oops. Cool. File sorter. Sorry, image sorter. Okay, nice. So that's working as we'd expect. So 0, 1, 2. Obviously, we want to bump those up. So we want it to be 1, 2, 3, not 0, 1, 2, 3. So let's not 0, 1, 2. So let's go back and fix that up. So print I plus 1. Okay, so that should do it. Nice. 1, 2, 3. And we need to give we need to give the user the instructions of how to use it. So maybe in here we just say duplicate file is found. And then then here we can get input from the user as to which one we should keep. So I believe that is the scan function. Go documentation scan. Scan scans text read from standard input, storing successive space-separated values into successive arguments. New lines count as a space. It returns the number of items successfully scanned. So please select which file to keep and then 0 to skip. I think that's the other way around. Selected in. Okay, fmt.Scan. What does it return? Returns the number of items successfully scanned. So we don't really need that. We will use the error though to handle the error. Sorry, just checking. Was recording. Okay, so returns the number of items scanned. We don't need that. Error selected. So let's pass in the address of selected here. And yeah, okay. And then let's make sure. Let's just print out what we get back and make sure that this is working properly. So first of all, we need to handle the errors. So if error is not nil, log fatal error, and then print line selected. All right, so let's just make sure that that's working properly. Undefined print line. Oh, we need to, yeah. What was that? Yeah, of course, we need to use the format package. Okay. Great, that's better. Then we run it. Okay, duplicate file is found. 1, 2, 3. Please select which file to keep. 0 to skip. Let's do 0. Okay, 0 was selected. Good. Please select which file to keep. 1. Okay. Now, obviously this is not not foolproof, right? Expects integer. So there is some kind of error handling there, sort of, if you give it a string, but you can give it an integer that doesn't exist. So something that we'll have to handle later. I mean, yeah, let's add a to do. Again, we're probably at the prototype stage here. But we probably should handle the validation before we delete the others. Just because it's dangerous. I mean, we should at least just check something simple to see, like, okay, how many items are there in the slice? Check that the index is correct. How many items in slice? If there are 3 items in here and they give us 10, then obviously that's going to be out of bounds. So we should check for that. Yeah. Okay. Let's leave it there for today. And then tomorrow we'll come back and look at implementing that quick validation and then delete everything that's not selected. Yeah, so we'll think about that tomorrow. If you're enjoying, please subscribe. Comments, feedback very welcome. Sorry if I ramble a lot in these videos, but it's kind of a ride along, right? This is a journey video. It's not a polished sort of like, here's exactly how you do it. It's more of a discovery, and I hope you're enjoying the journey. Maybe I'll make some more some more polished videos in a different format and see if people are interested in that. But for now, this is the format that I can realistically work in. I do this before and after work, so um, yeah, there's limited time in the day with life and a full-time job and so on. So hope this works for you. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you get value out of it. And please give me some feedback so I can know what best to give to you guys. Thank you and have a great day.